legendary partners in the booth, Felix Arguelles and Jeff Rowley. And gentlemen, it all comes down to this, the Super Bowl of skateboarding. We started off with 20 to begin the season. We are now down to the final 8 with a winner takes all $200,000. And Felix, Nyjah Huston, our defending champion, has at times looked unstoppable this season.
This season has been extremely exciting for Nyjah as well. He was able to win 4 events. He was out of one due to an injury. That gap to nose blunt led him to another one of his victories. And he was actually eliminated once in the flow section. Chris Cole was able to join the winner's circle with that 360 flip 50-50, taking his first win. And no stranger to the winner's circle is P-Rod, taking the victory for himself with that big spin heel flip.
Yeah, man, this is anybody's game today. I mean, every one of these guys looks really strong today. So you guys want a rumble? I think you guys are going to get a rumble today. This is going to be heavy.
Well, we'll find out who joins the rest of those 3 names as we take a look now at the finalists for the Super Crown World Championship. Of course, Nyjah, P-Rod, and Chris Cole qualifying 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Luan Oliveira joining the top 4. And rounding out the 8, Sean Malto, Tori Pudwell, Shane O'Neill, and Mikey Taylor. So let's take a look now at the format for the championship as we check out Streetscape presented by Nike SB. As the skaters hit the course, we will begin in the flow section. Each skater gets 2 45-second run attempts where they can hit any obstacle on the course. The best score of the 2 attempts counts, but don't be in that bottom spot because one skater will get eliminated. Onto the control. Each skater gets 5 attempts. The best single score counts. And again, one skater will get eliminated. You can hit any obstacle on the course with the exception of the impact section. Speaking of which, our 3rd and final section, the impact. 6 attempts. The best 4 scores count. So your final score, 1 flow, 1 control, and 4 impact. So the moment of truth is about to go down in front of a sold-out crowd here at the Prudential Center. Let's take a look at the start list to begin. It's Mikey Taylor, Shane O'Neill, Tori Pudwell, Malto Luan, Chris Cole, Paul Rodriguez, and Nyjah Huston. So Mikey Taylor kicking things off. Guys, Mikey was the last one to squeak into the top 8, but now he's here with a chance for $200,000.
It feels like a Street League Sunday to me.
There's fire in the sky again, I think.
So Mikey falling off the board there, but he's okay. Still got about 30 seconds to play with. He averages a 6.4 in this section this season. He's very consistent.
One of the things to know about the flow section is you want to stack these points up early because they'll carry on to the end of the event.
Yeah, Mikey.
Closing in on 10 seconds for Mikey's first attempt. Again, each skater getting 2 attempts in the section. We count the single best score.
He's coming in strong today.
Nollie 50-50. I think he might have been trying something else there. Got away from him. He's going to need a clean run.
So Mikey Taylor's first run in the flow, officially in the books, a 4.6. Up next, though, Shane O'Neill, who knows a thing or two about winning at Street League.
Nollie flip backside lip slide, effortless. Shane's runs are always extremely technical, which really raises the difficulty.
He's powering right through all of this stuff right now, rifling it up.
Oh, amazing run. Nollie backside heel flip.
Man. That's the tech and the gnaw.
Oh, yeah.
That's the correct term for that one.
Shane still has 10 seconds to play with here.
He looks really confident, huh?
Yeah, he's
really confident.
Skating aggressive, skating strong, and extremely technical, which is difficult.
So Shane's first flow attempt officially in the books.
It's going to be a good score.
A great start for O'Neill as the Aussie score clocking in at an 8.0. Up next, though, Tori Pudwell.
Starting off with a kick to crooked grind and gets away from him.
Let's check out the Nike SB keys to success here in the flow. Make sure to time up your tricks. You've only got 45 seconds. Don't play it too safe. And, of course, skate the course creatively. All things Tori Pudwell, a master at doing.
Huge kick flip to frontside lip slide.
He's got that one on lock.
It seems like everyone's starting up with a little bit of jitter there. There's a little jitter action going on in the championship. Backside nose blunt slide, so solid.
He bones those properly, really locks into him.
And the longest backside Smith grind. Great way to finish your round, Tori.
Yeah, he cleaned that one up.
So Pudwell's first attempt in the books, a 5.5. But up next, the 2011 Street League champion, Sean Malto, trying to get back the crown.
Sean Malto's extremely smooth and he's really good at putting together a flow run.
The ever-consistent Malto, he averages a 7.0 in this section. So keep your eyes on that score.
Malto's coming in switch stance right here.
He's utilizing his whole course as well. Really utilizing every obstacle.
Definitely made the most of it.
Yeah. And he's not going slow neither. He's skating really fast.
Big 360 kick flip.
Oh, man.
Unsuspected bail there.
He'll make up.
So he's got room for one more as he hits the impact.
And the hard flip gets away from him.
So Malto's run officially in the books, a 5.9. But here is Luan Oliveira, who, guys, is coming in one. He has been so close to a win this season. Could today be the day?
Luan is one of the most animated skaters out there. He does so many tricks in such a small amount of time. So exciting.
A lot of energy, a lot of tiger style out there.
Jeff, you know Luan as well as anybody. It just seems to be clicking for him this year.
He's powerful. He's coming in so hot this year. I mean, you can see he's pushing and pushing and pushing in between tricks. In fact, all these guys so far are coming in pretty hot like that.
Big nollie heel flip.
Shows you the level of confidence where these guys are at.
Sneaking in one more for an ender right at the buzzer.
Oh, man.
Switch 360 flip. You're going to hear us say switch often here. That's basically like switch hitting in baseball, riding with either hand. These guys skate equally good backwards as forwards.
So yeah, there is no forwards and backwards anymore.
A 6.5 for Luan, jumping him up in the second place. Here's Chris Cole. He's already got one victory for this season, but would love a championship to add to his already glittery mantle.
Cole's been looking kind of like one of the strongest guys out there all through the practice. He seems really focused, and I think that win has really opened him up.
And guys, this just feels like a course that's catered to Cole, right?
It is, but you know what? I think it's catered to all these guys. Every single one of these guys has stated that they love the course. And you can tell in the confidence. Look at these guys go.
Backside 270 lip slide. Pretty much a signature Chris Cole move.
There you go.
Ollies up to board slide. Combination right there on the mat.
Now that wasn't rehearsed.
Final 10 seconds for Cole.
Having some fun there at the end of his run.
So that's going to do it for Chris Cole as we await his score. A 6.5 for Chris Cole. Here's Paul Rodriguez, guys, who was really a game-time decision. Hurt his back a little bit in practice yesterday, but he is out here being the true warrior that he is.
He's got the red and black on coming in hot. And Paul's looking really strong today, huh? Just coming out so focused.
He's really put it together after getting that little back tweak worked on.
And Jeff, I can't even tell when he's skating switch anymore.
I don't think he can neither.
It's one of the things that works to Paul's advantage. Skating switch so often, he gets a couple extra points on everybody.
And he makes it look so effortless, you don't even realize how difficult it is.
He was one of the first guys to really...
Switch frontside blunt slide.
Right there you're seeing it, one of the first guys to really push switch skating.
So that's going to do it for P-Rod. Best run so far we've seen today, guys.
That was impressive.
That's our first completely perfect run.
The judges seem to think so as well. An 8.4, we have a new leader. But up next, the defending Street League champion, Nyjah Huston.
Wow. He's just like, give me more. Give me more right now.
And as Felix alluded to at the top of the show, he's won 4 of 6 events. When he's healthy, he's unstoppable.
He's really putting together a difficult run here. A lot of flip into all these moves. Really raises the difficulty.
And has it timed out so perfectly as he closes in on the final 5 seconds here.
Wow. Well, that's going to give Paul a run for his money right there, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, tops it off with a little tranny move.
Definitely squeezing Paul for that top spot.
An 8.2 for Nyjah Huston, so it puts him up into second place. But there is our current leader, Paul Rodriguez. More flow section when we return. The Street League Skateboarding Nike SB World Tour is presented by Nike Skateboarding. Let's take an inside look at the course from Chris Cole and Tori Pudwell's perspective in the GoPro course preview. Through the flow section, each skater getting one more attempt here, but some big scores early, and it's Paul Rodriguez leading the way. Back injury or none, guys, he has looked on point early.
It's definitely a solid run from Paul. And now that brings us to Mikey Taylor, who had a less than solid run and is going to really have to clean it up.
Again, one skater will get eliminated from this section. Right now, Mikey is in that spot. Would need a 5.6 or better to advance right now. And it's usually a 6.5 minimum to make it out normally. So we will see what Mikey Taylor's got in store.
Mikey's getting a lot of love from the crowd, huh? A lot of love.
Jersey loves Mikey.
Putting this run together, much more solid than the last one.
He knows, man. He knows it's now.
He's got to get back on that board. He's closing in on 10 seconds. Again, he is in that bubble spot. Needs a 5.6 or better. Looks like that's going to do it for Mikey's second attempt. We'll see. Nope, a 4.2, and unfortunately, Mikey Taylor has officially been eliminated from the Super Crown. So with Mikey knocked out, a little bit of pressure off, at least for this section. Here's Shane O'Neill, who does have a Street League win all the way back in 2010. But he's got the chops to skate away with the 200K.
Look at those first two tricks.
Big 360 flip over the centerpiece.
I spoke to Shane this morning, and Shane said he feels better today than he did yesterday. And yesterday, he was just blowing minds.
Heavy. Shane, arguably the most technical guy out here. And you're seeing it on display. Trying to best an 8.0 from his previous attempts.
That's the way to do it. Make the correction right there.
That was amazing how he missed a nose wheelie nollie flip, and he just turned around and cleaned it up on the other side.
So close in with one more trick.
Oh my God! Nollie bigger spin.
Nollie bigger spin, right? The extra spin.
So Shane O'Neill giving the Prudential Center what it wants. After an 8.0 on his first, he'll have to settle for a 7.8, so he'll hold on to that first score. And he is Tori Pudwell sitting in 7th.
Oh, Tori.
The kickflip crib gets away from him again. I think he's trying just to restart this run. He's going to go for that kickflip crib again, possibly.
Again, these 7 remaining skaters skating for the Nixon Championship.
Oh, look at that. Feeble to back tail right there.
The diamond-encrusted ring and $200,000. So much on the line right now.
That is the hugest kickflip to frontside lip slide, so high above the rail before he lands on it.
I haven't seen him bail one of them. He's done about 200 of those in the last 2 days.
So that's going to do it for Tori's second attempt.
He's having a good time out there.
In part, a lot of the pressure is alleviated now that Mike has been eliminated. These guys have to kind of just look forward to the control section next.
Exactly. A 5.7 for Tori. It jumps up his first score, but he will stay in 7th place. Here's Sean Malto, currently in 6th, trying to best a 5.9.
Oh, nice nose grind revert right there.
Over crook, backside 180 out, as only Sean Malta could do.
Very difficult trick there. Switch backside Smith.
Got a little sticky on him in the hub, but he was able to pull it off.
Heavy one.
I was talking to Sean Malto earlier, and he was saying he's going to dedicate one of these runs to legend Mike Carroll, who's in the stands. It's his birthday today.
That's right, the birthday boy, Malto. Putting it down proper to end that second attempt here in the flow section. Needed an 8.5 to take the overall lead, and he gets just that, an 8.5. We have a new leader, Sean Malto. Let's take another look at that via the GoPro replay.
There's that switch backside Smith grind that got a little sticky on him, and he muscled through it.
And that's what you see, guys. Just the consistency paying off there for Malto.
Well, Malto's one of our past champions, and now he's back on top so far.
So here's Luan Oliveira, currently sitting in 5th place.
Such an exciting combination right there, those 3 tricks.
And we got to remind you that even though Mikey Taylor did get eliminated, you still want to do well. You got to get these points because it's cumulative. They all count toward your overall score.
Look at that line. You guys see across the whole course, right in the middle.
Really working the transitions, all the street elements of the course.
That's the exciting side line. You never know where he's going to go.
One of the most well-rounded lines I've seen today.
Wow.
So the clock expires. Luan Oliveira, he had a 6.5. An 8.2 for Luan, so that jumps him up in the standings, up into 4th place. Leapfrogging Shane O'Neill. And up next, Chris Cole. So as you saw there, he got his first win of the year in Munich just a couple of stops ago. Has more second place finishes, though, than anybody in Street League, 7 of them.
What's that saying about second place?
Hey, you could say it, not me.
Not I.
Chris Cole's on a mission today.
These guys are all winners out here.
What's he got right here, then? Wow.
Staying solid with the back
Like
270 lip
nothing.
slide. Oh, backside tail slide, backside flip out.
Wow.
That's a trick you don't do in the contest.
Unless you're Chris
No,
Cole.
you do that one when you're just... Oh, wow.
The fans are on their feet for Chris Cole, an 8.7, and we have
That'll do
another
it.
new leader as Chris Cole jumps up into 1st place.
Nudging Sean Malto down a spot.
And the pressure is on. Paul Rodriguez, who was the leader heading into attempts number 2, all of a sudden finds himself in 3rd. Chris Cole, our 3rd new leader already in this young contest.
Paul's looking really solid out there. Switch flip backside tail slide.
Whoa.
That's another trick we don't see.
One of the most difficult tricks of the event so far. Unbelievable
Sticks
quick
it.
frontside blunt slide. Paul Rodriguez has really come back strong.
So time runs out on P-Rod's second attempt. Flawless as he tries to best his 8.4 from his previous attempts. And his score comes in at 9.0. Paul Rodriguez back in the 9 club.
That one brought a smile. I seen that smile.
The gold skateboard is up. The first 9 of the contest. Take another look. Just a flawless run for P-Rod.
Really put an exclamation point at the end with that switch frontside blunt slide.
And guys, I got to tell you, talked to course builder Joe C earlier, and he thought there would be 10 9s at least on this course today. And P-Rod starting it off as he regains the lead. But here's Nyjah Huston sitting in 4th place.
Nyjah putting together a great run. He really likes it when it gets exciting like that. Oh. 360 flip lands in a 5-0. He was leaning a little far back and it slips off his feet.
This is coming back. That's a crazy line right there. The nollie frontside heel to the fakie flip.
Almost catches the camera there.
Almost got our filmer Chase with the barracks there. So Nyjah with an uncharacteristic miss at the very end of his flow section. His score coming in at a 7.2, so he will stay in 4th place.
He made a good comeback right in the middle of that.
Yeah. So there you see Paul Rodriguez, our overall leader with that 9.0. But it is heating up. Chris Cole right behind him with that 8.7 and Malto 8.5. And these guys have come to skate today here for the Super Crown World Championship.
You wouldn't have known that just a couple hours ago you were questionable for even coming into this competition. What was that injury all about?
Just was having weird back spasms that were just being a nuisance. But I got out here, warmed up, started feeling good. So thank God. I just prayed all night last night. God answered, so it's good. So.
Now, you told me you were up all night praying that you would be able to come into this competition. How much is that a motivation for what you're doing out here today?
I mean, I'm motivated regardless. I'm just blessed and happy to be here. For a second there, I was thinking I might not be able, I wasn't going to skate, but I'm just happy to be in it now. So everything else is a plus from here.
And is the injury affecting you at all today?
So far, so good, thank God.
Okay, thanks so much, guys. We'll send things back to you.
Well, thank you, Jordan. Yeah. Let's check out the Nike SB moment of impact. Was there any doubt? P-Rod with this 9.
The nollie crooked grind over the channel. The switch front blunt down the hubba. And the most difficult trick of the contest so far, switch flip backside tail slide down that hubba effortlessly.
So that is our Nike SB moment of impact. Take all. We now move on to the control section. Tori Pudwell, Shane O'Neill, Luan Oliveira, Nyjah Huston, Sean Malto, Chris Cole, and Paul Rodriguez. Again, one skater will be getting eliminated from this section.
And I have absolutely no idea who that could be because all these guys are so amazing. This is my favorite part of the contest because you really see the progression of skateboarding.
I think Shane's coming in pretty hot in this section now because he's got super technical moves, so I think we might see him trying some really hard stuff.
Well, let's check out the Nike SB come up. Who else could it be than Shane O'Neill, who had to earn his way into the Super 8 by getting in here last stop. We know he's got the chops. There's a little action from Portland. The trick heard around the world, the switch double tray, Felix.
Almost a perfect score. Got a 9.9 for that.
But he had to earn it, like we said in Los Angeles just a few weeks ago. The come up presented by Nike SB going to Shane O'Neill. Now remember, as Tori Pudwell kicks things off in the control section, each skater getting 5 attempts, but we count the single best score.
Oh, yeah, Tori.
Way to set it up,
Tori wasting no time.
The nollie flip backside lip slide.
So an 8.1 for Tori Pudwell, and he jumps up in the first place overall.
We're going to see a big batch of 9s.
Redemption right there.
Yeah.
So here is Shane O'Neill. He has made this section his playground. The tech skills on display. He sits in 7th place. But just so many options on this course, guys, to do things.
Especially this middle area, there's so many possible combinations. It's interesting to see which route each one of these guys take.
Oh, that's a really difficult trick to try right there. Switch heel feeble.
But the beauty of this section, you get 5 cracks at it. We only count the single best score, so you can be sure Shane will be back there. Here's Luan Oliveira.
Frontside flip disaster. What fast feet.
I don't know if anybody else is going to hit that.
Yeah.
Now we have to judge that transitional trick on the big quarter pipe against a trick on the A-frame rail. It's so difficult for these judges.
So the score coming in at an 8.3 for Luan Oliveira, who's just so good with tranny. Here is Nyjah Huston sitting in 6th place.
I think you're seeing these guys just trying their really hard stuff just right out of the gate. See what they can get away with. That's a good tactic.
So no score for Nyjah there.
The earlier you get your make, the quicker you can raise the bar and try something a little bit more difficult.
Takes the heat off.
Well, let's check out the Nike SB keys to success here for the control section. You got to try the most difficult and innovative tricks. You only have 5 attempts, and don't get eliminated. Easier said than done, but these are the best of the best. So up next, Sean Malto, who, as we said, he's won here in New Jersey before. Would love another championship.
I think I know what he's going for right there.
He has to lock into step 1 of that, Jeff. He has to lock into that overcook grind, and we're going to see a knowledge flip out of it, hopefully.
So here's Chris Cole. Would need a 7.9 or better to take the overall lead. And he's had some massive tricks here in this section this season.
Chris Cole looking for a 360 kickflip to nose blunt.
These guys are trying really difficult tricks.
Well, this season, the minimum to get onto the impact section has been a 6.4, so that has been the bar set. Here is Paul Rodriguez. He was close there.
He had the perfect rotation in the switch backside tailside big spin, but his foot was a little bit off the front end of the board and his heels caught the ground.
So just like that, it becomes attempt number 2 time here in the control section. Tori Pudwell.
You see the variety in what these guys are doing? Every guy's hitting a different obstacle.
It's going to be so difficult for the judges.
Here's Shane O'Neill sitting in that bubble spot in 7th place.
Wow.
So Shane, we'll see how the judges score that. A 3.0, so he does get points on the board. You can be sure, though.
I think he got those points because he kept moving.
That he will try and up that. But here is our overall current leader, Luan Oliveira.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you guys know what happened right there, but...
Switch 180 to crooked grind. He has to get in the middle of the hubba, which makes it even more difficult, and then he nollie backside 180 out of it. Unbelievable.
It's about 5 tricks in one, I think.
I think we call that control defined there. So here's Nigel Houston, who finds himself in bubble position. He's currently in 7th place.
Oh, he took care of that real quick.
That didn't last long. So Nigel Houston getting points on the board on his second attempt, an 8.2 that jumps him all the way up into 2nd place.
They don't call this the World Championship for nothing, do they?
These guys are unbelievable.
The stars have come out. Here is Sean Malto. Sticks it.
Overcooked grind and nollie flip out.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly how you do it.
A 9.2. We have a new high score and a new leader, Sean Malto, in 1st place.
9 club.
This is where Sean Malto has gotten his 9s all season long.
So perfect.
And Sean Malto with the highest scored trick of the contest thus far. So here is Chris Cole, who now sits in that 7th place.
360
Oh my goodness.
I smell another 9.
Chris Cole, who was in 7th, gets an 8.9. The judges stiffen him right out of the 9 club.
These poor judges, I feel sorry for them.
But enough to get him into 2nd place. So here's Paul Rodriguez, who came into the section on top, all of a sudden finds himself on the bottom in 7th place.
There it is.
He doesn't mind the heat, Paul. I think he likes the heat.
These guys are so great under pressure.
An 8.7 for P-Rod. That jumps him up into 2nd place. So everybody in this section already has points on the board. Here's Tori Pudwell. He's already got an 8.1 as he sits in 6th place.
What a long backside Smith grind. His foot comes off at the end there. Try to hop out backside 180.
So here's Shane O'Neill, who barely has a landed trick, a 3.0. Definitely needs to get some major points on the board to get out of that bubble spot.
Going back for that switch heel flip to feeble grind. There it is.
There you go.
Locked it in perfect. See what the judges scores for that.
An 8.5, so that puts him in a 5th place. By the way, talking about scores and judges, here at Street League, we've got 5 judges. The high and low scores are dropped from each score. Thanks to that ISX instant scoring technology. Luan Oliveira not able to land there, but he does have an 8.6. And these guys see the scores just as soon as we do, so they know exactly what they have and what they need. But Luan stays in 4th place.
And now because of Shane's make, we have Tori on the bubble.
So here's Nigel Houston sitting in 6th. He's got an 8.2.
Now heel foot nose blunt slide.
Come on.
Don't know if that's ever been done in competition. Do you remember, Jeff?
I don't think I've ever seen that in competition. I very rarely see that one, let alone in a contest.
An 8.7 for Nyjah Huston, putting him into 4th place.
The judges seem to be judging the A-frame rail a little bit stiffer.
Yeah. So here's our overall leader, Sean Malto, already in the 9 club here in the control.
Oh, tries to one-up his last trick.
So no score for Malto there. He will stay in 1st place.
Oh, wow. Frontside 270 to switch back lip slide, but the long way around over the back of the rail.
The most awkward trick and dangerous. Get your back to the rail.
That is one of the rare tricks that's only being done by one skateboarder, and it's that man right there, Chris Cole.
Along with a few other tricks.
That's an 8.6 for Cole. Still doesn't best his 8.9. Here is Paul Rodriguez sitting in 2nd place. So no score for him there. And we are halfway through the control section with attempts number 3 all wrapped up. They've still got a couple more though. So let's take a look at the current standings midway through the control section. It's Sean Malto and Paul Rodriguez locked up in that top spot, but what a heated battle. Chris Cole right behind the two by a 1/10 of a point. When we come back, more of the control section. We'll see who skates away with the hardware. The Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. We are midway through this contest as we take a look at the standings. Sean Malto and Paul Rodriguez tied at the top. But guys, this thing seems wide open.
It's getting so excited, and I have no idea what's going through Tori Pudwell's mind right now. He needs a big make to switch spots with Shane O'Neill at the bottom.
So there you see Tori Pudwell. He is in that 7th bubble position. He needs a big score to avoid elimination. So here's Tori Pudwell, attempt number 4.
Oh, that's going to be huge. Backside Smith grind up and down and comes backside 180 out of it.
He's the only guy we're going to see hit that like that, I would say.
So an 8.1 for Tori. And that keeps him in the 7th spot. Excuse me.
Going to really have to go to the drawing board for this last attempt.
So I am getting official word that Pudwell has actually been officially mathematically eliminated. And Shane O'Neill, it's a little sketch there on the mani pad.
This is where the heat starts coming in.
Yeah, as you do the math right there, you see he needs a
the
10.9.
ISX data comes in. Not enough there. So here's Luan Oliveira.
Oh! Kickflip, no slide, big spin out.
A little more of the tech and the gnaw. Tech and the gnaw.
So he already had an 8.6 and 8.5, so he's got to hold on to that 8.6. How do you think that one was scored, Jeff? A little bit low. Yeah.
Especially for how well it was done.
So here is Nyjah Huston. He's already got an 8.7. You know, guys, he doesn't score it there. There's a misconception. Nyjah's been so good this year that you think he's just been a world beater from start to finish. It's really the impact section where he comes away. So it's not uncommon to really see him middle of the pack through this section.
He's definitely a strong finisher and climbs up that leaderboard like nobody else.
Well, here's Sean Malto, tied for the top spot, already in the 9 club here in the control section.
Earlier we seen the overcrook to nollie flip out, and then now he's trying to do a nollie, which is a nose ollie, to overcrook to nollie flip out, and really just upgrade his score a little bit.
So no score there. Here's Chris Cole. He's already got an 8.9. So no score for Cole there on his 4th attempt. He'll get one more crack at it. And there you see Paul Rodriguez. An 8.8 or better would leapfrog him past Malto. Just forgot his board there. So he'll still have one more shot. Again, each skater getting 5 attempts in this section. We count the single best score. Here's Tori Pudwell, who's got one more attempt, but of course he's already been eliminated from the contest. This one for the fans. Wow.
Tori was looking for an 11 there.
That would have been massive.
It would have brought him back from the dead.
So no score for Tori as his day ends early. And here's Shane O'Neill, a bit of a sigh of relief as he sits in 6th place.
Oh. Such a technical trick.
Almost putting together a massive manual move right there.
So no score for Shane. Here's Luan Oliveira sitting in 5th place. You guys surprised at all? You know, we were expecting big scores here. Only 1-9 in this section.
It did surprise me.
These guys are trying such technical tricks, mixed with hard, mixed with the non.
I think a couple tricks that could have got those 9s were maybe just not done completely perfect. So thus just under the 9 score.
So here is Sean Malto, our current leader, the only one with a 9 in this section. We'll see what he's got for his 5th and final.
Almost puts that little combination together.
So
one of the most exciting things about Chris Cole dropping in, I apologize for interrupting, is I have no idea what he's going to do.
Nobody knows.
Oh! Frontside, blindside, backside flip out.
Chris Cole needed a 9.1 or better to take the overall lead, and he gets just that. A 9.1. Chris Cole in the 9 club. What a showman, Jeff, getting exactly what he needs to take the overall lead.
I really feel like I see a new Cole after that win.
He's been coming in really strong. Last 2 contests, he's looked so focused.
So here's P-Rod.
Same with this guy.
He was our leader heading into the control. Needs an 8.9 or better on his 5th and final attempt.
Ooh. Looks like he wanted to do a switch flip backside tail slide, and he was possibly going to big spin out of that. I was predicting yesterday we may have a new champion, and the way Paul and Cole are looking could come true today.
You guys seeing how close this is getting?
So the control section officially in the books, and look how tight the scores are as we head into the impact. Chris Cole, a 1/10 of a point ahead of Malto and P-Rod. Nyjah Huston, Luan Oliveira, Shane O'Neill not far behind, and of course, Tori Pudwell and Mikey Taylor officially eliminated. Guys, one of these 6 is going to skate away with $200,000.
And we have no idea who it's going to be.
And you're going to have to keep your eyes really close on that scoreboard because the Street League Shuffle is about to start.
That's right, the third and final section of the contest, the impact section, always gives us those buzzer beater finishes that Street League is famous for. Let's check out the Nike SB moment of impact. How about Chris Cole on his 5th and final attempt?
Frontside blunt slide, backside 180 kickflip out. And just couldn't have landed that any better. He lost no speed at all.
So Chris Cole getting the lead on his last attempt with that 9.1. When we come back, we find out who wins the Super Crown World Championship. You don't want to miss it. Guys, I mean, I think we knew that this thing was going to be tight from the get-go, but I don't know if any of us were expecting this. This is the closest we've ever seen a final coming into the impact section.
The exciting thing is we have our 2 past champions in the impact section, and then we have the 2 contenders looking for their first championship win with Chris and Paul.
I think going into this last section, like you said, this could be anybody's game. We called it at the start. Everybody was bringing their A games, but right now we're really seeing it. This is it right now.
Well, let's take a look at the standings as we head into the impact section. It's Chris Cole with the most narrow of leads, a 1/10 of a point, as ahead of Sean Malto and Paul Rodriguez. But it is wide open as we head into the impact section.
Each one of these guys need 4 makes, so you're going to see a lot of changes in the standings right now. Just a little Street League shuffling going on.
As we always say, this is that pinball effect. Scores jumping, guys leapfrogging each other for position, but you want to make sure you're on top after that 6th attempt. So there you see the start list. Shane O'Neill kicking things off in the impact. Again, each skater getting 6 attempts, and we count the 4 best scores. It's the Super Crown World Championship, $200,000 on the line. Here's Shane O'Neill.
Ooh. Tough start right there. Big spin board slide, big spin flip.
Now, we've said all season long, you want to stack those safety scores early, but not with these guys. You got to hit those bangers early. Here's Luan Oliveira.
That's how to start it.
Switch tail slide 270 out down the hubba. Solid way to get on the board. Things can only go up from here.
So a 7.5 for Luan, jumping him up into first place. Let's check out the Nike SB keys to success here in the impact. Go as big as you can, land the 4 biggest possible tricks, and put it all on the line. It's the championship, for crying out loud. So here is our defending champion, Nyjah Huston, attempt number 1.
Nollie heel backside lip slide to fakie. Really setting the bar for this impact section.
He said, what? I was in 5th place?
He's just waiting. He was waiting for this moment.
An 8.5, Nyjah Huston back in familiar territory in 1st place. So here is Paul Rodriguez, as he does always, a little prayer in the hat, and he gets ready for liftoff on attempt number 1 as he sits in 5th place.
Ooh, going for a switch flip to frontside board slide. Doesn't get a perfect flip on there.
And this is where you want to be careful. You want to get that score on the board, but you can't let Nyjah, who's been such a beast in this section, fool away too early. Here's Sean Malto.
Nollie backside nose blunt slide.
Almost broke his skateboard right there.
Might have had a little bit too much wax on there, and he slid out onto the top, and it got away from him.
Seeing more bails than we're used to early in the impact section, Felix. Here is Chris Cole.
That's the one.
Never done before. Frontside half cab, frontside blunt slide to fakie. Talk about a tongue twister.
That's a blindsider. Right
A 9.3 for Chris Cole. He's back in 1st place. His 2nd 9 club of the day as we take another look from this angle.
Now he's going backwards right there. Rotates his body halfway and then pulls it back around again.
Chris Cole got his 1st win of the Street League season a little earlier. Can he get his 1st ever championship? We'll find out. Here's Shane O'Neill.
Shane was talking to me earlier. He said he just wants to get his 4 on the board so he can be judged fairly, and now he's really put some pressure on himself. He has to make the next 4.
That's right. Shane O'Neill with his 2nd bail. Here's Luan Oliveira.
Oh, wow.
Looking too comfortable out there. Switch 270 to frontside board slide.
So he already had a 7.5 sitting in 3rd place. That 8.4 trumps him up into 1st place. And as we said, that pinball effect bouncing around.
Really putting some pressure on Nyjah. Nyjah's looking at a 7 to get back on top right now. Backside 270 nose blunt. We're only halfway through the impact section, and this is really getting serious right
He
now.
already had an 8.5, a 9.0. Nyjah's 1st 9 of the day, and he reclaims the lead.
There's about 2 people in the whole world who do that trick, and he's one of them.
And in this environment, wow.
And the other one just made an equally incredible trick.
So here's Nyjah Huston as we take one more look with that 9, 2 consecutive scores for Huston, and it's not uncommon to see Nyjah's trick difficulty go up, and then of course his scores go up here in the impact. Here's Paul Rodriguez, kicked away his 1st, definitely needs a score on attempt number 2.
And there you
Perfect
go.
switch flip frontside board slide.
So P-Rod answering the call, an 8.5 gets him into 4th place. Again, each skater getting 6 attempts. We count their 4 best scores. Here's Sean Malto in search of his 1st make.
There's that nollie to backside nose blunt slide.
These guys are making it look all so easy.
As the best in the world do.
An 8.9 for Malto, just missing out on a 9, and everyone, with the exception of Shane O'Neill, already has points on the board. Take another look.
Perfect nollie off his nose. Locks into that nose blunt side and hops off.
So here is Chris Cole, really skating with the confidence of a winner. He sits in 3rd.
Now that's the move that got him the win last time, the 360 flip to 50-50.
So he needed a 7.4, and he gets an 8.0, and he jumps back into 1st place, Chris Cole.
He's having fun out there.
Chris Cole is not going to give this one away.
Are you looking to deck yourself out in Street League apparel? You can shop online. Shop.streetleague.com for the hats, the hoodies, the t-shirts, and more. When we come back, we finish up the impact section and we find out who our champion will be. Stick around. bad as he sits in first place, barely above Nyjah Huston. Luan Oliveira, P-Rod, Sean Malto, and Shane O'Neill right there behind him. And fellas, we are going to find out who's going to skate away with this thing. And you heard us all broadcast talking about the 9 Club and these 9s. It really is the holy grail of Street League. In 2011, only 13 9s. It moved up to 16 in 2012, and we're up to 41 this season. So 7 events this season. That's almost 6 9s a contest. That's the evolution of skateboarding. That's Street League.
Street League has really picked up the potential of what could happen in a skateboarding contest.
Shane O'Neill missing it there, and gentlemen, that was a critical miss. That's his 3rd. He couldn't have afforded another one. Again, we count your 4 top scores. So he stays in 6th. Here's Luan Oliveira, just land a trick, and you take the lead.
Yeah.
Now he took no slide, effortless.
So after a 7.5 and an 8.4, Luan Oliveira with a 7.3 jumping up into first place. Let's take one more look at Luan's 3rd attempt.
So now what if Luan's to win his first event and it's the championship? That would be amazing.
So here's Nyjah Huston, our defending champion, sitting in 3rd.
Wow, uncharacteristically bailed.
Do not see that from Nyjah to put up a 0 in the middle of his impact section. We'll see if that leaves the door open.
My seat's getting really hot right here, guys.
That's why I'm standing up.
You're not alone. So here's Paul Rodriguez. He's sitting in 5th. He's already got an 8.5. P-Rod does have one victory this season in Portland just a month ago. Would love the first championship of his career. We'll see.
Switch flip backside lip slide.
Textbook from Paul Rodriguez.
Again, one of the most difficult tricks done in the event so far. 9.2.
A 9.2 for P-Rod, jumping him all the way up into 2nd place. Take another look.
Perfect switch flip, catches it, and just effortless backside lip slide.
And that's Paul's 2nd 9 of the day. As he gets into 2nd place, here is Sean Malto. He's sitting in 5th. He's got an 8.9. Attempt number 3.
Oh.
Sean Malto, a rare one right there. The switch over grip grinds. So much control.
So another 8.9 for Malto, and that actually leapfrogs P-Rod as he gets into 2nd place.
Chris Cole's ready to drop in right now.
So here's Chris Cole. He's been perfect thus far in the impact section.
Kickflip backside nose blunt, scoops it off the rail, and it just slides out on the landing.
So no score for him there as he will sit in 4th place. That's his first kick away. And here's Shane O'Neill.
Big spin frontside blunt slide. This impact section has fallen apart for Shane.
So with that for 4th's miss for Shane, he's got no shot. Here's Luan. He's been perfect. He's in 1st.
Oh, man.
So just like the last run, he did a nollie flip nose slide, but he tried a big spin out to better that last score, and it just got away from him on the landing. He was leaning back on his board.
We'll see if that decision comes back to haunt Luan, because Nyjah Huston is capable of doing things like that.
Big flip frontside board slide to fakie. So difficult, and Nyjah bumps back up to the top with that 8.7.
Always comes down to that one trick, huh?
So we take another look, and we said it. Luan's miss there, opening up the door for Nyjah with a solid land. And he's back in familiar territory in 1st place. And you don't want to give it to that guy.
Now our top 5 guys are just one trick away from the top if there's a good enough scored trick. So it's anybody's game still here.
Well, here's P-Rod. A 7.8 or better would give him the lead.
Oh!
Yep, that'll probably do it.
Nollie cap, switch backside lip slide. Never seen one of those from Paul in the contest.
A 9.4 for
9.4
Rodriguez. We have a new high score of the entire contest. P-Rod gets the lead back. That's Paul's 3rd 9 of the day. Wow.
Top caliber skateboarding right here, Jeff.
He likes the heat. He really does.
Guys, remind me, did he come in with a back injury?
Yeah, someone said something about a back injury.
Could have fooled me. Here's Sean Malto.
I wish I skated that good when my back hurts.
So that's Malto's second bail. He cannot afford another one as he sits in 4th place. Here's Chris Cole up next. Would need a 9.8 or better to take the overall lead.
Kickflip backside nose blunt slide.
Come on.
Once again, 9 club material here, I believe.
Chris Cole, as we await the judges' score, in 8.6. Interesting. Jeff, do you agree with that one?
You know, that's tough. These are every single one of these tricks is just as good as it gets.
I think that would have been a 9 if it was landed a little bit cleaner. Nonetheless, an 8.6.
There we go.
Big spin, frontside, blindside faking. Not as clean as Shane would have liked to have done it, but still an incredibly difficult trick.
Shane O'Neill, these are the final 2 attempts for each skater, getting points on the board finally in 8.3. So here's Luan Oliveira, a 4.9 or better puts him in 1st place.
Nollie flip. Nollie hard flip, no slide.
I did not see that coming.
It happened so fast, I was saying it was just a nollie flip, and then I spun around, and I was like, wow.
That will most certainly jump Luan into 1st place.
9.3.
9.3. Another 9 club.
Luan is here to play. He's like, come get it, boys. I'm with it.
That'll keep the boys back home happy.
Oh, yeah.
It is a 9 club clinic here in the impact section. Luan Oliveira wanting that $200,000. So here's Nyjah Huston. A 6.3 or better puts him in the 1st place.
Nyjah could be feeling some of the most pressure he's ever felt. Oh!
And Nyjah Huston with his 2nd miss here in the impact section, and he's getting up gingerly, guys.
He bumped his knee on the ground. He was going for a nollie heel flip backside tail slide. We've seen him do that in practice yesterday. He really needed that right now. I think these guys have actually got in Nyjah's head.
So here's Paul Rodriguez. Strategy coming into play. A 4.6 or better gets him in the 1st place. So lands something solid here for P-Rod. Does he go all out, or does he just try and get a basic make?
Well, Paul usually skates from a 6 point and above, so I think Paul's really just going about his path, and you know, he's not really looking at what exactly he needs as a minimum.
Oh, I think he was going for gold right there.
Oh yeah.
So that was Paul's 2nd miss. He cannot afford another one. He's going to have to land something on his 6th and final attempt.
And just like always, it's coming down to these last moves here at Street League.
Hey, it's a game of skill and nerve now. Here's Sean Malto, needs a make.
Ooh, he's looking for a frontside shove it to backside nose grind.
This anticipation is killing me.
So no score for Malto. Here's Chris Cole. A 5.7 or better gets Chris Cole in the 1st place.
Backside 270 nose blunt perfect. That's definitely in the 9 range.
Definitely going to do it.
Couldn't have been done any better. The judges give it a 9.1.
We have a new leader, Chris Cole, back in 1st place, and these scores are out of control. Take another look.
Now he does a backside 270 rotation here, locks on the end of his board, just the end of his board in a nose blunt, and just comes off perfect, completing the 360.
And let me tell you guys, I love it because we come down to the 6th and final attempt. History is going to be made here for the Super Crown World Championship.
We got 3 potential new champions on top.
Look at these scores as we take a look at the standings heading into the final attempts of the contest. On the line, the championship watch and ring and $200,000.
What is going through these guys' mind right now? Are they shaking like me?
Nyjah almost needs a 10 to get back on top, a 9.8.
We've seen him do it before. Here's Shane O'Neill. He cannot take the overall lead, but he can try and go big.
He needs to call that one the hummingbird. It spins so fast. Switch double tray flip, gets away from
the whirly bird.
He's gotten it before. So here's Luan Oliveira.
We are almost guaranteed a new champion.
Yeah. So even though Luan is currently in 2nd place, I don't know that he can get a high enough score to overtake first. So no score for Luan there as he sits in second. So here is Nyjah Huston. He can take first place, but he would need a 9.8 or better. This is our defending champion. He does have a career high of 9.9. He's going to need it if he wants to get first place.
It looked like he was going for a kick with the frontside hurricane.
Yeah, he didn't quite lock in right there. He missed the truck.
So he ends up with a score for just a kickflip frontside boardside. It's not going to be enough.
So guys, what this means is his score comes in from the judges, a 9.3, putting him in the second place. We are going to have a new winner this year.
From my perspective, I thought he had missed his truck. Got some people standing
There's
in front of
one
me.
last guy who can win the championship, and it's Paul Rodriguez. He would need an 8.1 or better to take the lead over Chris Cole. Chris does have one more attempt, but if P-Rod wants to push him, he's going to need an 8.1 or better here.
Your switch flip backside tailslide down the elbow would definitely be greater than 8.1.
The fans are on their feet here in the Prudential Center.
The fans are behind P-Rod.
And with that, Chris Cole is our Super Crown World Champion for 2013.
What an amazing season for Chris Cole. Gets his first win ever, and he's now our new champion.
Chris Cole.
You know, he deserves that.
He still has one more attempt, as does Sean Malto. Malto cannot take the overall lead here. This one is for the fans, as he doesn't land it there. And it's victory lap time for Chris Cole.
We have to say no one has worked harder than Chris Cole for this moment.
Final attempts. Nothing, but it doesn't matter. He is our 2013 Super Crown World Champion, Chris Cole. The championship watching ring and the $200,000 goes to the Street League veteran.
And a couple years worth of a sigh of relief.
Unbelievable finish as his family storming the course. This is just awesome.
Wow.
That's the way to do it right there.
So Chris Cole getting his first victory of the 2013 season just a couple of months ago, and he wraps up the year with the Street League Super Crown World Championship. A final look at our standings. When we come back, we talk to our new champ. Stick around.
congratulations. Now, the gloves were off. Everybody was swinging. You didn't falter, and you made this happen. What was the difference for you today?
Well, I'm from here. I'm from Pennsylvania, so it meant a lot to me to be, on the East with, East Coast people. I understand you guys. I understand the winters. I understand the mosquitoes. It's it's a lot better to be out here and have the championship out here where my family can come and we can all celebrate together.
And you got a win earlier, but you cap it off here with your first Super Crown Championship win. You told me you give yourself a lot of motivational speeches in your head. So what are you telling yourself right now?
You know what? I still don't want to reveal all the motivational speaking in my head, but I have a couple good ones. If I believe it, it's kind of like no brains, no headache. And if I just believe it's going to happen, then it should happen, right? Like you just go, this is what I've been doing since I was a little kid. This is what I do for a living, and I should be able to do it.
Oh, and now you're getting some more family love, and we're also going to give you what you've been working for today. Eric Koston is going to present you with the Super Crown Nixon watch and ring. And in addition to that, we are also going to give you the Super Crown Champion trophy, Eric. Congratulations.
Well, Paul, it was an amazing performance by Chris Cole, but not all's lost on Paul Rodriguez. He was our Monster HST Award winner with that 9.4. That was the highest scored trick of the contest, presented by Monster Energy. Another look, though, at our Super Crown World Champion, Chris Cole. Guys, an incredible contest capped off by Chris Cole with the win.
I have to say, it's amazing to see all that hard work pay off. You know a lot about hard work, Jeff. Chime in on this.
He deserves it. He gave it everything. The last two contests, he's been just destroying it. So to see him win today, it's a good thing, man.
Well, don't forget to watch the Diamond Life After Party on StreetLeague.com directly following our